Nicole grew up in an orphanage and since childhood had got used to the difficulties of life. She was a good girl, and the staff of the orphanage loved her very much, especially Mrs. Anderson, who had taken a personal care of her. The woman did not have her own children, so she gave her attention to her pupils. Unfortunately, due to the old age and health problems, she could not adopt Nicole, but they spent a lot of time together and shared secrets. So when Nicole left the orphanage, she still kept in touch with her teacher. Mrs. Anderson helped her find a small house on the outskirts of the city and a job in a clothing factory. Nicole quickly mastered the profession of a seamstress, and soon she met a good young man named Arthur Black. Their mutual sympathy grew, and young people began to date. However, it was important for Nicole that their relationship developed in the right direction. She held strict views and first wanted to get to know the guy's family. Arthur respected the views of his girlfriend, so he decided to introduce her to his mother and grandmother. When Nicole first arrived at the Black family's house, she felt like she'd been here before. She had some déjà vu, that's why she couldn't control herself. Therefore, during the conversation with the parents of the young man, she often answered inappropriately, which greatly upset Arthur. After tea, his grandmother offered her to look through the family album. Leafing through it, Nicole stumbled upon an old yellowed photograph. It depicted a young woman with a child in her arms. "Who is it?" the girl asked. The old woman hesitated and then said, "It's Cindy, my daughter from my first marriage." And she told Nicole her story. The fact was that her first husband drank a lot and died early. Unfortunately, Cindy inherited her father's bad character traits. She did not want to work and spent all her nights in nightclubs in the company of numerous boyfriends. After the death of her husband, Arthur's grandmother remarried and gave birth to a second daughter, Linda. She tried to love her children equally and share everything between them. However, the girls grew up very different. The woman heard from other people that her daughter Cindy had given birth to several children and left them all in hospitals. She brought home only one girl, whom she named Mary. However, when she was 4 years old, Cindy took her daughter and left with another boyfriend. Since then, they knew nothing about their fate for a long time. But some time ago, Cindy called and said she had married a millionaire. She confessed she had left Mary in the orphanage, and now she wanted to find her. Having heard this story, Nicole could no longer hold back her tears. "I'm Mary," she said and hugged the old woman. Hearing this, Arthur turned pale. His girlfriend turned out to be his sister, and the engagement turned into a family reunion. When emotions subsided, all family members vowed never to part again.